Hi, so my name is Kelsey Bailey, and today I'm going to be talking about OT's role in IADL interventions for adolescents diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder in the school-based setting. So this is an overview of my entire doctoral experience, and I'm going to be going over the different components of it today. So I'm going to be talking about my scoping review, my capstone experience at Bridgeway Academy, my capstone project, which was an individual case study, the meal preparation IADL curriculum that I implemented, and also the other projects I implemented at Bridgeway Academy as well. So for my scoping review, the background is that transitioning from adolescence to adulthood increases demands on students when they're navigating independent living, job skills, and higher education skills. And autistic adolescents may encounter even further challenges during this transition and might require skilled OT services to enhance their independence in these areas. My PCC question was that for adolescents diagnosed with ASD, do life skill programming interventions help increase independence in the home or the school setting? The purpose was to help synthesize information on OT-IADL interventions for individuals of this population, and the results found were that 15 articles were included in my final review, and they all related to life skills interventions and were regardless of profession included in the review, that all targeted increasing independence within the school, home, or community setting. So the major themes found were the use of assistive technology as a mode of intervention, community-based interventions, group-based interventions, and also the use of the co-op approach. And the conclusion was that IADL interventions focusing on video-based instruction, real-world practice, and these other sub-themes may support increased life skill independence for adolescents in a school-based setting. However, there is a lack of evidence-based research regarding IADLs, OT, and ASD, so further research is needed in this area. For my capstone experience, my site was Bridgeway Academy, which is a nonprofit center that provides both education and therapy services to autistic children and children with other developmental disabilities from ages preschool to about 21 years old, and they follow both an in-school and outpatient model for OT services. My case study was with a 16-year-old autistic male, and his main OT-related goals were IADLs, vocational skills, time management, initiating tasks, transition, and sustained attention. The intervention I did with him was an IADL meal preparation curriculum that was in small groups of about 3 to 4 students, and all sessions were 45 to 60 minutes total. And they were implemented 1 to 2 times per week, totaling 6 sessions. The active ingredients were that we used a multimodal format, so we made sure to have both verbal and visual instruction throughout, as well as a lot of repetition with the material and real-world practice, so they had that hands-on experience. The results for that were positive in regard to the observation-based assessment, so he really increased in his skills regarding complex meal preparation, and there was a slight increase on the knowledge-based assessment. So that concludes that an evidence-informed IADL curriculum can increase independence in meal prep for autistic students. And it was feasible at this capstone site, but research is still needed to develop best practice guidelines for an OT IADL curriculum. So following my case study, I still continued to implement this curriculum, and it ended up being 14 total sessions over 8 topic areas, still implemented 1 to 2 times per week over the course of 8 weeks. The participants were 3 autistic adolescents between the ages of 15 to 17. The session structure included a lecture presentation that both had written and visual information, as well as interactive and real-world activities that were incorporated throughout. And the future implications include that the OT staff expressed that they will be implementing this curriculum yearly with their high school students. Over to the right-hand side of this presentation is the timeline. So it outlines the sessions that I did, as well as the different topic areas that I addressed throughout this curriculum. These are example slides from it. So it shows that this is from the appliance session that I did, and it's about the oven. So it looks at like group discussion, as well as visual and the verbal information being provided, the repetition through questions, as well as activities embedded throughout. So the other projects that I did included a video modeling video bank. So we had students demonstrate and explain how to use common kitchen utensils, and we put that all in their Google Drive so that they can access later. Student cheat sheets, which are all condensed information of the content we covered for students to reference at any time that they will get to keep. Overview sheets for the staff so that they can implement these sessions easily after I leave Bridgeway. That includes intervention session overviews, the required materials they need, and the session activities. A meal prep binder, which has all the required session materials, as well as supplemental activities for each meal prep topic area, And we adapted the curriculum for the middle school into 4 sessions with the most important material that we thought was relevant to them. So this is an overview of my whole experience, and thank you for listening.